strengths and weaknesses. First of all, I would like you to make a similar tablet chart on a piece of paper and write down 2 or 3 strengths, 2 or 3 weaknesses, specifically about language related problems. So for example, some things that I've heard over the years have been, I can't understand Chinese or other non-native speakers. I have problems with other non-native speakers. That's one problem. One weakness, listening comprehension in general, scared of speaking in public or just to other people, all of those things. And strengths, people have a harder time with strengths. If I was there teaching you, I could tell you, oh, you're really good at prepositions, oh, your grammar's really good, whatever it is. Try to write 2 things that you think you're good at in English, even if it's reading. You know, a lot of Koreans have spent a lot of time studying English at school, and the reading level is really high. Reading comprehension, those go in the strengths. Okay, don't put it down. It's very important. All right. Okay, so strengths and weaknesses. All right. Once you've finished your strength and weakness chart, post it somewhere you can see it and try to focus your effort to improving your weaknesses. One thing I've learned is if you have objectives that are small or goals that are small but achievable step by step, then you can really see the progress that you're making. So for example, if you wrote listening comprehension on your weakness section, on the weakness side, then set yourself a listening comprehension goal. For example, listen to this lesson. As you're listening to this lesson, write down 3 questions about the lesson that you're not so clear about. What did Kiki say about visuals? What did Kiki say about happiness? What did Kiki say about self-help, for example? Tomorrow, the next day, a month from now, listen one more time to the same video. Try to answer your own questions. See if listening to it another time, don't watch it, write questions, watch it again. Not helpful. Watch it, write down your questions as you go, pause it, write down a question, and then a week from now, come back and listen to it again and see if you can answer your questions. 3 questions for 1 video. This unit is going to be a little bit longer because I went through the homework, but next time I'm just going to post the answers so it won't take as much time unless there's something I need to point out. All right. All right, next. How can you focus on your strengths to improve your English speaking skills? Look at your strengths, the strength sides one more time. If your strengths are reading, one of the things I've noticed my students do is, sure, when they have to, they read, which is fine. That's your choice. The question is, how can you become a reader, not because you have to, but because you want to? Whenever I research great people, as in people of note like Steve Jobs or owners of giant companies, people who have changed the world, Einstein, all those people, one of the things that I've noticed is they're all readers. They love reading and they do a lot of it. Okay. How can you become more interested in the world in general? If you hate reading, then don't read. I'm a teacher. I'm always pushing for reading. But if you, let's say you hate reading, it's the worst thing in the world. First of all, you should ask yourself, why do you hate reading? I mean, in your own language, why do you hate reading? Second of all is, why do you hate reading in English? Those two things may not be the same. Excuse me. All right. So let's say your answer is, I love reading in my native language. I hate reading in English. Here's the thing. The better you are at reading in English, I mean technically, the better you are at reading in English, the less of a chore or less of a challenge it is, the more you're likely to do it, the more you will love reading in any your two languages, and basically the better your English will be. So, take a 30-day challenge. Here's my 30-day challenge to you. Every day for the next 30 days, you will read the titles of, let's see, it depends on what you like, right? So let's say you're a business person, you can go to a website like Forbes, or what are the other ones? Forbes or Inc., I-N-C. Inc. is where I get a lot of stuff from Inc., not I-N-C. Let's try that one. I-N-C. I'm pretty sure it's inc.com. Let me check very quickly. Okay. Go to a website like inc.com. On the top side, there are 3 lines. If you click the 3 lines, it has a drop box, and it has all kinds of different topics. If you're in business, this is for business people. You can read about startups, grow, lead, innovate, technology, money, special reports, videos, etc. You can also try TED Talks. All right. Let's check TED Talks. TED.com. Now, TED.com is videos. Again, there's 3 lines at the top. And if you click it, there's a drop box. I'm not asking you to watch TED Talk videos. I'm asking you to read headlines. Let's say, set yourself a goal. Yeah, you can. Let's see what happens when you click this. Okay. All right. Read 10 TED Talk titles. 10 TED Talk titles for 30 days. If you see a title that sounds really interesting, click on the title. You'll get a video page. Under the video page is the title of the talk. Then there's a few boxes. Up next, details, transcript, reading list, footnotes, comments. Check out details. It's 1 paragraph. 1 paragraph. If you're really into it, you can't stop yourself. You can read the transcript, or you can watch the video. What's my point? My point is, read 10 titles, TED Talks, Inc., Business Page, Forbes, anything. 10 titles, New York Times, any English website. 10 titles. If one title seems really interesting, click on it and read 1 paragraph, the first paragraph. If you can stop yourself, you can stop there. If you can't stop, it's just so interesting. then read another paragraph. That's fine. Whatever. Read as much as you want. Point being, you read 10 titles for 30 days. 10 titles for 30 days. If you can read one first opening paragraph, great. If not, stop. It's not helpful, it's not helpful. My point is, you're reading 10 sentences for 30 days. That's great. That's top notch. Of course, next 30 days should be 20 or the first paragraph of 10, whatever. The point is, you understand, more and more you add to it, the better and better. But short goals for the short term. 30 days, 10 titles. That's all I ask. Okay. See if you can change the way you think about reading in English. All right.